Hello and welcome to a video demo of the Electra Dyne 1x12 combo, the new 2-channel all-valve amplifier from Californian company Mesa Boogie. It's a 90 watt amp, switchable down to 45, and as you can see, in terms of the front panel, the Electra Dyne is almost the antithesis to Boogie's Mark V that we took a look at in issue 318. It's a very long time since a new Mesa amp came with just 6 knobs and 1 switch. In fact, the Electra Dyne's whole ethos is to be easy to understand and simple to use, but that certainly doesn't mean it's a one-trick pony. There are 2 foot switchable channels. The first is what Boogie describes as an American voiced clean channel, and the second is a more British-inspired channel that divides into 2 modes of low and high gain. Unlike a lot of other amps, as well as the channels themselves, the second channel's modes are also foot switchable. That means that along with the clean channel, you have up to 3 sounds at your feet. I'll just switch through 3 sounds to give you an example of that. We'll go from clean to crunch to lead. Let's go back to the clean channel and look at it in more detail. There are a good range of tones in this one channel alone. Using the volume control and the master volume arrangement, you can have either high headroom cleans, or a more compressed, overdriven sound, like this. The Electra Dyne is also switchable down to 45 watts, cutting out 2 of the power valves, which increases that feeling of sag and compression when you turn it up loud. So you can do big, strident clean tones on full power, or more dynamic, slightly sagging, driving tones at 45 watts. While you can certainly hear a tonal difference, the biggest change is in how the amp feels under your fingers. The 45 watt setting feels somewhat looser and more elastic in how it responds to your playing attack. Now let's switch to the second channel. With the 2 modes, there's a big range of gain available here too. Let's start in low mode for a light rocky crunch. Now we'll add more gain in low mode for a fuller rock crunch. Now we'll switch to the high mode in the second channel for a rock lead sound. Electra Dyne also has a spring reverb, which you'd expect in an American voiced amplifier. But it also adds some welcome ambience to the British-inspired crunch and gain sounds too. To give you an example of its tone and depth, here's the reverb turned up to around halfway on the clean channel. Now we'll switch to the second channel and play some crunch and lead sounds with reverb. One extra handy function with the reverb is that if you want reverb with your channel 1 clean sounds, but not with your overdrive channel 2 sounds, you can select it to defeat on the rear panel. Add to that the ability to run either 6L6 or EL34 valves, and you can see that despite the simple front panel, there's a lot inside the Electra Dyne. The price for this simplicity is that there's some compromise in setting optimum tone settings for both channels. That said, there is a gain trim for the clean channel on the rear panel, which allows you to set the relative volume levels for both channels. All up, the Electra Dyne is a hugely rewarding plug-and-go amp. It's a great gigging workhorse for blues, rock and all manner of classic guitar tones. Check out the full review in Guitarist issue 321.